Whew. Hey, what's up, guys? I just decided to do another random one of these. Um, yeah. How you guys doing? I know this is a little late, so yeah. Hello, Art. Welcome. How you doing? What's up? How you doing, Art? Um, thank you, thank you. You don't have to do that, but I appreciate that, dude. Oh, you drank? What did you drink? Nice. Yeah, I think I could chill here for a bit. I decided to do a stream, random one. Um, I felt it. Oh, White Claw. I've never heard of that. Interesting. I guess that is a alcoholic beverage. I'm assuming. Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna be here for a bit. You know, it's Monday night. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Nice. So, but yeah, man. Probably gonna be here for a little bit. Oh, it's a Bud Light seltzer. I've never heard of that. Sounds a little weird. Um, I don't drink alcohol anyways, but yeah. Shit. Oh, I have a guest. What's up? How you doing, Mark?
Spring cleaning.
Oh, nice.
Still not done with it, but I got most of what I wanted done.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
As you can tell, I'm still trying to recover from it. I'm a little out of breath. But
Yeah, I could see that, but it makes sense.
but
You know.
but I saw you on, so I was like, well, hell, let's go let's go see what Trenchy's doing.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just decided to come on, see if this thing's still working and shit.
And it seems to be working.
Yeah, it was weird. Last night I was having all these issues, and
I
like today it's fine.
well, after everybody left, me and Deacon thought about it and talked about it. And this Friday, I'll be doing a double stream if you want to join.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm down. What we watching?
We're watching Nosferatu, and I haven't decided on the other movie yet because we wanted to do Freaks, but Freaks is a public domain, so I can't stream it.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking
Um,
White Zombie,
what?
White Zombie
White
Lugo-
Zara? Oh shit, that's a good one.
with Lugosi and Karloff.
Yeah.
So I'll run it by everybody else and see what they think, because everybody always says we're funnier than Mystery Science Theater 3000. What better way to have fun than having to do all the dialogue for Nosferatu?
Right. That would be awesome.
Yeah, so I'm not sure on the other part of the double feature, but Nosferatu is definitely going to be the first one we watch.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, no, I'll definitely try to make it there. I know the Friday, not this Friday, but the Friday after. I talked to Marty, and I think we'll do that Halloween pumpkin head thing.
Cool. Let me know, and I'll be more than happy to join you.
Yeah, I'm gonna let like Marty or Deacon host it. I'll just let them do it, but I'm gonna try to get someone to join us.
Cool.
But yeah, and I'm definitely down to do the White Zombie and Nosferatu shit because that'd be hilarious.
Yeah, I'm not sure on the White Zombie one because I'm right now I'm going through everything that YouTube has on it.
Mm-hmm.
So it might as much as I am a Lugosi fan, it might be White Zombie, but I'm gonna get everybody's input before I make the decision.
Yeah, no problem. I'm down for whatever you want to do.
But I figured Nosferatu would just be a way for us to just have a good time and just die laughing with all the because we all know we're all gonna come up with some funny shit to say in that movie.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm. No, that was a good pick, and that's cool art. But yeah, no, dude, that was a good pick, man. And no, I'm not, and I would show you, but the camera is the only thing that still doesn't work. But that's fine.
But you said when you're doing Hobbs's horror tags, you mentioned all these scream queens, and you didn't go with the new It girl, Samara Weaving.
Yeah, I forgot Samara, man. I should have thrown Samara in there somewhere.
No offense to Joey King or whoever she is, she may be a great actress, but Samara Weaving is everywhere nowadays.
I know. I like Joey King though. I grew up with her, so it's like.
So it's nostalgia then.
Yeah, as far as nostalgia, like.
You had great picks for Kathy Bates. Although I think I would switch it around and have Fairuza Balk be the one you scare little kids with, because as much as Kathy Bates is scary in Misery, she also has that other side of that coin where she's very nurturing and very almost motherly like.
That's true. That is true.
Whereas Fairuza Balk just scares the fuck out of everybody in the craft.
Oh yeah, Fairuza Balk is epic, man.
Yeah, so I would, if it was me, I would probably switch the two and have Fairuza Balk scare kids and have just have a night and chill with Kathy Bates. You look at how many years she's been in movies.
Yeah,
So
she would be the person to talk to. Yeah.
Yeah, she would be. Again, you had great picks. I mean, across the board, there's no way in hell anybody could argue with any of them. I mean, Heather Langenkamp, Nancy Thompson. Hello.
I did, yeah, man. I had to go with Heather, man. I almost went with Nev, but then I thought, nah, I gotta go with Heather.
And then you had Ashley Lawrence from Hellraiser, who is very underrated as a final girl.
Yes, man. Hellraiser's the best, man.
If I was going to pick one of the girls that I would have to, just sit and chill and talk with, I'd probably have to go with the girl who played Jenny in Friday the 13th Part 2.
That's a good one. I didn't think of any Friday girls. That's a good one.
Out of all the Friday girls, she's the one who really did actually try to, understand Jason.
Exactly.
But again, but then it was Scream Queen, not Final Girl. So
Well, it kind of counts. Like Collector Man chose Elvira, and he said it wasn't even a Scream Queen, and I'm like, well, she's close enough, man.
he's well. Here's where I can make the distinct, justify that. Without Elvira, there wouldn't be
Yeah,
horror movies.
exactly.
So she
It's,
is truly iconic.
yeah, like I would have said, like, if you wanted to pick like Morticia from the Adams Family or the Monsters or Vampira, I think those all should have counted.
Okay, but here's where I would have a problem with Angelica Houston as a scream queen. She's never been in any scary movies.
Oh yeah, or I was more thinking of the original one, but yeah, Angelica Houston as well.
Yvonne DiCarlo.
Yeah.
I would consider her a scream queen. But if we're talking
Mhm.
scream queens that I would actually like to sit there and just, you know, have a night of chit chat with, gotta go with Janet Leigh.
Who?
Janet Leigh from Psycho.
Ah, yeah, yeah. Jamie Lee Curtis's mom. Yes,
Yes.
exactly. Hmm. Good one.
And again, like I said, you had great picks. Even getting to sit there and talk with any of those ladies would be a phenomenal night. I
Yeah.
mean, you know, again, how can you sit there and say, "Oh, this person doesn't belong"?
I even like Katie Cassidy. I had to put on there because she was like my first crush, and I think she's earned herself as a screen queen. She did the remakes.
I would have to say, I would call Katie Cassidy a screen king queen in the making.
Yeah.
She's almost there. She hasn't quite got to that plateau yet.
Hmm. Like
um,
she killed Supernatural though, man. She was like
yeah.
the best character in Supernatural for a little bit.
Um, I would probably have to put just from a screen queen slash final girl standpoint, Juno from The Descent.
Oh yeah, yeah, man, definitely. That's
Yeah,
a good pick.
I, I know people didn't like The Descent because it's hard to differ between what is reality, what is Sarah making up in her own mind.
Yeah.
But Juno was the standout in that movie.
Oh, she was.
You said Danielle Harris, and that's like forget Lee Curtis. Danielle Harris is Scream Queen 101.
Yeah. Exactly.
One I might have to add though is Rebecca Gayhart from Urban Legends.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm not the hugest fan of Urban Legend, but it's growing on me. I got to rewatch. But yeah, man,
I'm
definitely.
not a big fan of the movie, but Rebecca Gayhart's character in there was just phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean, until the reveal at the end, you never knew that she was the killer. She was
And when she was the killer, she was amazing.
again until the final reveal. She had you guessing, like, damn, who is really doing this?
Right, man.
But like I said,
Art.
you had great picks. I mean,
Thank
if I got to sit there and talk with Kathy Bates, Ashley Lawrence, or Heather Langenkamp, I would consider myself lucky.
Yeah, man. I just picked like this is one time opportunity. I was like thinking about it like, yeah, I gotta make this special. I really gotta choose the ones.
Yeah.
I know everybody was like, let's do the dirty version and stuff, and that's fun, but I'm like, that's not gonna happen. So it's like, I
No,
just doing this because it'll be cool to see him.
and see, I could actually play the devil's advocate because two ladies that would be on my list, I actually have met and got a chance to talk to.
Oh, nice.
I've got to meet Felissa Rose from Sleeping Up
Mm,
and Barbara Crampton from You're Next.
that's good picks. That's Alyssa Rose, man. That's a good pick.
Yeah, that is. If you ever get a chance to meet her, like at a convention or anything, do it. She is one of the most sweetest ladies you could ever meet.
I bet so. Art, I used to like Walking Dead. I still like it. I'm just not caught up.
I used to like Walking Dead, but it just got so tedious and overdrawn, like Game of Thrones did.
I like Game of Thrones. I didn't finish Game of Thrones, but I like it. I like Walking Dead too, but I can see that. Yeah.
Well, when you're rooting for the villain, that's a bad indicator for the series. Because
True.
I was, up until I think season 6 or season 7 when Negan came in, I didn't care who died. But when Negan showed up and caved in Abraham and Glenn Skull, I was like, "Fuck, I like this guy."
Yeah,
This guy has
Negan is special, man. He's special because he becomes like a hero in the end, but he's still like a scumbag.
yeah, he's come back, but you like him.
Yeah, he's fun, and you can relate to how he got there and shit.
Yeah, well, the one scene that really, stood out to me, and this was in the last season that I actually saw all the way through.
Yeah.
After killed off Rick's son, and Rick leads that from his son to Negan, and you could actually see Negan get choked up about it because he actually did like Rick's son.
Yeah.
So there it's I was like, damn, for a prick, a guy you're supposed to hate, he's actually a pretty complex character.
Yeah, like in the comics, they have a weird relationship. Like Negan's sitting there, and he's almost like Carl's father figure, but Carl's like, I still want to kill you, and Negan's like, it's weird, man. It's fucking weird, but it's cool.
They're Venom almost, and they have a symbiotic relationship.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And if you actually go back and read the comics, they're all told from Carl's perspective.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got a point.
But, I like the Walking Dead. It's just okay. First, it was The Walking Dead. Then it was the Fear of the Walking Dead, the origin story of how it all started. And then it's just like, okay, now Bill and Carl are getting their own spin-off.
Mm. Oh,
it's like,
John,
okay,
are you live? You're good, dude.
But I just
when
is enough enough?
Right. Hey, Trini. Yeah, I get what you're saying, and I don't know art. I'm not. I'll watch it, but I don't know.
Probably not art because I have no interest in seeing that movie.
I'll watch it.
I'll watch it, but I probably won't review it unless it's just to just go on there and fucking roast it and tell them everything they did wrong, like having the
But
balls to remake the Craft to begin with.
it's a sequel, though. It's not a remake. It's a sequel, but it feels like a remake.
Yeah, it doesn't even feel like a remake or a sequel. It feels like a reboot. And they went out and got all the kids who were on Saved by the Bell.
Oh, that's who they are?
That's what they look like.
Oh, yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
They look like they belong on a Saved by the Bell reunion show.
Yeah, it
And
does got this weird Disney feel to it.
And I could see the girls all being like, "Oh well, we're so and so's kid from Bayside High." Oh yeah, well I'm so and so's dad.
Dude,
My dad's
Screech
Screech.
and she had a baby.
That I will watch the Craft, but I don't see anything in there that really makes me think I'm gonna enjoy it.
Hmm. Yeah, like the only reason I'm watching it is for the Nancy picture. That's how sad I am. But it's like I got to see it now.
Yeah, but I would rather just watch the original Craft than get to watch Nancy. Get to watch Nancy in action instead of seeing a picture of her.
Yeah, I know, but I'm hoping she comes back. Because I want her to kind of get out of the mental asylum. Yeah, she
Well,
was a bitch, but I don't think she deserved that, to be honest.
well, the speculation is one of the original girls is going to be in that movie. It's not. They haven't said who, but I forget who the black girl was in that movie, but she's been rumored as being one of the ones that's going to be in there.
Oh, I can see it, man. Rachel True has not aged at all, man.
No, she
has
hasn't.
not fucking aged.
No, she hasn't. She looks like she did back then.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous and kind of scary. I'm like, are you a real witch? Like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
Jesus.
I will say this: I am looking more forward to Scream 5 than I am the remake or the sequel to The Craft.
Fair enough. I'm kind of down for Scream 5. I don't like that it's happening because I think it ended good at Scream 4. But I'll watch it, man.
Yeah,
they got the whole cast back. I'll watch it.
I agree. They didn't need to make a Scream 5 unless they're going to kill off at least one or two of the main characters from the originals.
I know, which is gonna suck, but hopefully they do it with respect.
Oh, I think they would, because it's the guys who did Ready or Not who are doing this movie.
Yeah, man.
The one thing I hope, because you never saw her die in part 4, is I want Kirby to come back.
They say she's still around, and they're trying to bring back Billy and Stu. So if they're gonna bring back Billy and Stu, bring back fucking Kirby, man. I agree.
Kirby was the shit in part 4. I honestly thought that's your next, there's your next Final Girl if this series progresses.
Mm-hmm. Do you think they're gonna do anything with Jenny Ortega? She's the chick from Stuck in the Middle and shit. She's in there, and Babysitter too.
Right. They might, but then again, she looks awful young to be, in Scream 5, because there is that sexual undertone that is in all those movies. Although Although she was in The Babysitter, and her and what's his face fucking have sex. So
Yeah, she is older, but she's a Disney star, so she's got that child look.
yeah, she's older, but she still looks like a child.
Yeah, even in You, I think she played like a 14-year-old or some shit.
Yeah, so I could sit there and say that I could see them doing it, but who would where would she fit in? Would you just bring her in? Because you got to remember she just came in as she's gonna be on the rise now that she's in The Babysitter.
Mm-hmm.
So would you bring her in just to kill her off?
Nah, man, she's definitely got a role to play. I don't know
Yeah,
how far she'll make it, but she's got a role to play.
yeah. Or would you see? To me, the thing that would fit most to me
Mm-hmm.
is if they bring back Kirby. If Kirby comes back, make her your killer.
Exactly. Hey, Devil. I agree with that.
You know, she has all the horror knowledge, and you could call it revenge for
Mm-hmm.
nobody checking on her to see if she was alive or dead at the end of part 4.
Exactly. Um, the funny thing is, they're also bringing back that blonde cop from Part 4. So
Which I don't
it,
get.
I,
She's not
I
needed.
don't know. She was involved in the finale, so I don't know. Maybe she's gonna replace one of our new characters. I really don't know. Our older characters, which I think is kind of silly, anyways. Like, don't. She was okay, but don't do that.
Yeah, again, I don't really see where she's needed. It's not like Roz from Urban Legends. Roz played a lot more of a role in that movie than the blonde cop did in Scream 4.
Hmm. It's like I guess they do carry some people over, like they carried Cotton, but Cotton had like to do with the continuity.
Yeah, but Scream 1 was actually built on the backstory that everybody believes Cotton Worry was the killer of Sydney's mom.
Yeah, and then you bring him in as part 2 as a red herring, and he does really good. And then in part 3, he dies right
Kill
away,
mom.
which sucks. But yeah,
Yeah, so I mean, I could see, like I said, the first two Screams are really all about Sydney and Cotton, if you actually think about it.
hmm
And then from 3 to 4, it was, pretty much just a joyride.
exactly.
And
Um,
how are they gonna wrap up the series?
and I think they wrapped it up good with her, you know, kind of like not in my movie. I think she says at the end,
Mhm.
or show. I think she says in the end, that was the first one. And the end of the fourth one, she says, "You forgot about don't fuck with the original," and then boom, and that's how it should have ended, man.
Yeah, but they did the same thing with H2O.
Yeah, I like that movie, but yeah,
I love H2O. That is my favorite Halloween movie.
it's not my favorite, but I love it. It is a great movie.
I mean, okay, I probably have to go Halloween 1 as the best Halloween movie because it was original.
Yeah.
But as a finisher to a series franchise goes, H2O is phenomenal.
Oh, it is. That's how it should have ended, and then maybe if you wanted to do the reboots, do the reboots. But it's
Yeah,
like,
if you wanted to do uh, a reboot for 2018, You could have, still had Laurie Strode and then have somebody copycatting Michael Myers. And Laurie thinks, Laurie, after killing Michael, starts losing her shit thinking Michael's back.
Yeah.
That easy.
It just, yeah, like they could have remade it, but just not make Resurrection. Just don't make Resurrection. Like, just end it there. There was nowhere to go from there, man. They tried, but it didn't work out.
Exactly.
But yeah, The Witches is pretty scary, man. The Witches is a creepy movie. That's also getting a remake.
That's actually coming out pretty soon.
Yeah, I'll probably watch that too. But yeah, I don't have high hopes for that either. But at least Octavia Spencer should be good.
Another YouTuber that I'm pretty good friends with, she actually did a trailer reaction to it, and I'm not looking forward to it.
Oh, what's the name?
Carnage Candy. It's her name. Her name is Lizzie, but her channel name is Carnage Candy.
I've never heard of her. She does kill counts, right?
No, that's Emma from Spooky Astronauts.
Oh, my bad.
Lizzie did an actual 101 days of horror movies.
Oh, shoot.
That's how I first got introduced to her, and me and her have been, tight ever since.
Nice. That's good.
And if you like just someone who's gonna tell you like it is, you'll love her channel.
I'll check it out for sure. I will definitely do that.
But yeah, me and her, we had a difference of opinion, but it wasn't like I'm right, you're wrong. She liked The Wretched. I did not.
She liked the what?
There's this movie. It was a pretty good 2019 movie. It was called The Wretched.
Oh, I never seen it.
It's kind of a witch tale, but it has demonic elements to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked the movie up until the ending.
Ah.
And they pulled the Friday the 13th ending, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
So and that is one of my major pet peeves as far as horror movies go. We don't need a Friday the 13th ending.
Right. It's like the Wizard of Oz, man. It's like Friday pulled it off, but then they overused it.
That's and they still overuse it to today.
Yeah, man. Oh, they're rebooting Saved by the Bell. I guess that's a thing.
What?
Yeah, apparently there's a trailer. I don't know. I never heard of this. That's a thing that happened.
Do we need a Saved by the Bell reboot?
Probably not. Hey, Martin, what's up, man? How you doing? You can come up if you want. The link's down there, if you want. No pressure, but yeah, apparently Saved by the Bell's coming back. I wasn't a big fan to begin with. It's an okay show, but it's like not my thing. So I don't know.
Yeah, I was never a big Saved by the Bell fan either.
Yeah, like it had some fun episodes, but it's not something I'd be like, binge watching stuff. Like, there's only a few sitcoms that I like actually really and like a lot.
Yeah. As far as sitcoms go, I like the sitcoms from my era.
From what?
From my era.
Ah, yeah.
There are a few that were in the 80s and 90s that were pretty good, but give me Sanford and Son, The Jeffersons, uh, All in the Family.
Hey,
Archie
Leroy.
Archie Bunker was fucking phenomenal.
Oh, I've seen a little bit of that. Yeah, dude, that dude was an asshole. Like it was
He
great.
was designed to be.
Hmm. Yeah, that was great.
But Fred Sanford, oh my god, he cracked me up.
Hmm. Yeah, like I really like Cheers. Cheers was good shit. You're done? Okay. Mark, I'll be right back. I gotta bring my sister's Xbox back downstairs.
No, you don't.
All right,
Yeah.
What? You're watching another movie? I thought you were watching it out here.
Oh shit! I'm watching The Outsiders.
Okay, go watch The Outsiders.
Because that's what I chose.
Okay, cool. Sorry about
I
that.
blindly chose a movie, so.
Okay, I guess I don't have to bring it downstairs yet. I don't know. Hello, Proud. Welcome. And Leroy, dude, tell John I'm sorry. I didn't realize he was live, man. Shit. But oh yeah. That's Adam's Family and the Munsters are also great. Of course. I would even throw in the Flintstones and shit.
Sitcom. Would you call the Flintstones a sitcom, or would you call it a cartoon?
I think it's a mix of both. It's an animated sitcom. That's what it is. It's got that sitcom format, but it is still a cartoon.
Then you'd have to throw Scooby Doo in there as well.
Oh yeah, that's true. It does have that sitcom kind of format as well.
Yeah,
a little bit. Hey Jennifer.
I'm a Hogan Heroes fan. Yeah, you can't argue with Hogan's Heroes. That was a great show.
I liked MASH, man. I haven't seen Hogan's Heroes, but I did like MASH.
MASH was phenomenal. I watched every episode of MASH. And I saw how they, I watched it from the original movie all the way through every character change that they ever had.
Yeah. Yeah, the Jetsons as well. That's a good one. And yeah, man, Outsiders is great. Outsiders is awesome. Of course. I've never heard of that. Oh wait, you had I thought you meant tea, like the drink. You had a Flintstone T-shirt. Okay. I was like, they made Flintstones tea? Like, what the fuck?
That would be fucking a weird taste in tea.
Yeah, man. Like, what would that taste like?
Fruity Pebbles?
That would be awesome. Be down for that.
Yeah. Try our new Fruity Pebbles inspired Flintstones tea. Coming
Yeah.
to the local grocery store near you.
That. Yeah, man. Shit. Martin, you got a point. Yeah, it is a little bit more mystery, but I guess it does kind of have the sick. I mean, it's a weird mix, Scooby Doo. That's why it's so liked because it was very innovative and it's able to like last this long, man. Not a lot of the cartoons can do that.
No.
It and it's still pretty. There was some forms that shit the bed, but mostly with a Scooby Doo adaptation, I can mostly enjoy something about it.
Same here.
Like even if
but
it's tiny.
I'm sorry, you cannot replace Matthew Lillard as Shaggy Rogers.
Oh yeah, man. He killed it in the live action movies.
Yeah,
He did.
I mean, you can replace Freddie Prinze as Fred. I didn't really like, and I didn't really think Sarah Michelle Gellar was should have been cast as Daphne.
I like the twist they did with that too, though. But that she was like the badass Daphne, like she whooped ass, man. And even though she did still get kidnapped, she got a little fight in her. I did like that little twist there.
Linda Cardellini was probably the one who was closest to Velma.
Oh yeah, when she was nerdy, she owned it, and then they did like the sexy Velma, and she was still nerdy, but it's like Linda Cardinelli can pull off like the hot nerd look.
Yeah, I think you could replace Daphne and Fred with anybody, you know. Well, not anybody, but you can't replace Linda Cardellini as Velma, and you can't replace Matthew Lillard as Shaggy. Those two made those roles iconic.
Yeah. Nice art. I don't know what leaves they would use, man. I don't know, man.
What kind of leaves would they be brewing in the Stone Age?
Yeah, that'd be some crazy shit.
If I had to guess about it, I would probably say mint would be about the only thing I can think of.
Yeah. Mint would fit.
I kind of agree with Jennifer on that sentiment there. That Frank was a huge part of the first season, first few seasons of MASH, but and when he left, it didn't quite feel the same. But I also liked Major Charles Emerson Winchester III.
Yeah, it's like that with any show, though. If you think about it, look at Cheers, man. When Coach left, I was like, "What the fuck?" I didn't like Woody's character in that show, so I was like, I was like, "Oh shit, this is a different show now." I still liked it, but Coach was a really important part of Cheers, in my opinion.
Yeah, and then they brought in Woody after. I don't know if he Coach left or if he just actually died.
He died. The actor died.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then they brought in, I don't know, I forget how soon they brought in Woody after that, but they brought him in, and I just didn't like his performance.
He was played by Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, I didn't like his character, and that, to be honest. I love Woody.
Well, yeah. I didn't like Kirstie Alley replacing Diane either.
Oh yeah. They had a lot of weird replacements on there, but yeah. Hello, crowd. How you doing? Welcome. That is true. Like, it definitely has changed vibes, but yeah, the original has that closest to the sitcom thing.
Yeah, I think the only one that the ones that the only two originals that were remaining at the end were Ted Danson and Rhea Perlman.
Oh yeah. Um, Norm was there the whole time, right?
Oh yeah, Norm and the Post guy.
Yeah, Cliff.
Cliff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sucks, man. Because I liked all the characters. I liked the tough girl with the ugly children. She was cool. I that first season was just gold, man. Um, I don't know art. I just named the stream that. I don't know what the orange bunny is. That's just the name of the stream. That is up for you to decide. But yeah. Oh shit. That makes sense.
Should
Yeah.
I tell the stat in the hat that this Friday we're watching Nosferatu?
Oh,
See
you should tell him that.
Let's see if he wants to join us.
Mark is hosting a double watch of Nosferatu and some other film.
This
Are
Friday.
you in? Maybe you wait. You didn't say you decided on White Zombie, right? Or
I haven't decided yet. I'm gonna run my choices by everybody and see what everybody agrees upon.
we could do like I don't know if the guys would be okay with this. We could do a double silence and do like the Cabinet of Dr. Caligari.
The only problem with that is it's a long movie, and you gotta remember Martin and Deacon are 8 hours ahead of us.
That is true. Yeah, you got a good point there.
That's why I'm going for like hour and 15-minute movies. So, do I have a stats attention now?
he's you got him, man. You got him by the string, man. You hooked him. And I like that, Martin. I'm going with that. I'm going with that line now. Oh shit.
The orange bunny is Matthew. It's official.
Yes, exactly. Oh shit. But yeah, man, whatever you want to do. Yeah, it's probably good not to pick too long movies. I hope the ones I picked weren't too long, but I don't think Pumpkinhead and Halloween 4 are too long, and the guys are cool with it. So
yeah, again, when I do streams, I know it's no biggie for me because it's only 5 o'clock my time.
Yeah,
but I have to think of everybody else involved that joins.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I remember you said that, Martin. Yeah, you're in the same time zone as me, but the thing is we got Deacon and Marty in Ireland and Britain and stuff. Yeah, UK. Like how long is Phantom? Is Phantom free?
Phantom what? The Phantom of the Opera?
Phantom of the Opera. I forget how long that is. I've seen it, but
it's about an hour and a half, I think, give or take.
Yeah, well, but yeah, oh yeah, Freaks is good. I think Mark discussed that, but he's on the fence about that. I think
it's not that I'm on the fence about it. It's the fact that I can't it's not public domain, so I can't stream without getting the stream flagged.
Yeah, well, you can't. The only thing is you can't show it. We could watch it. We just
Yeah,
because
but,
the two movies.
remember,
I
we always
are
the way
public.
we do it is we always watch it on YouTube, and you have to rent it from YouTube to watch it.
Yeah, like the ones I picked, like one, like Pumpkinhead. I'm pretty sure everybody owns it. Like Martin has it and stuff. So
Yeah, Pumpkinhead.
That's-
Pumpkinhead. I could sit here and stream because it's. I have it on Tubi on my computer.
yeah,
So
and Halloween 4 is on YouTube, which is
yeah,
I still find that cool. So yeah, but yeah, Freaks.
Freaks
Yeah.
is the one I really wanted to do,
mhm.
but you know, I kind of have to go with what I can get.
Yeah. Phantom of the Auditorium. Yes, that's a good one. Art. You definitely got his attention. Oh, are you talking about the TV show, Art? Because there's a TV show called that, and it's like Stephen King's kids involved and shit, and it's supposed to be pretty good. Hey, Arthur, how you doing? Yeah, H5 is on there too, man. I know that. Oh hell yeah, dude. That's a good idea, Martin.
Right now, um I have House on the Haunted Hill,
Mm-hmm.
White Zombie, and then I'll see if I can throw another one in there that
Yeah.
I'm trying to get Kara on because she's always been cool to me.
Yeah.
She's always been cool as far as since I've met her. So
I like Kara, yeah. She seems pretty cool.
yeah, I always say my streams are open for everybody. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. I definitely would like to talk to Kara more and stuff. Cause she's a cool person, you know.
yeah, she is.
And the rich dude, her husband or her boyfriend, he's awesome as well. That dude's sick.
I get a kick out of him. He's funny as hell.
Yeah. They complement each other very well. They have a good
They do.
dynamic.
They really do.
Yeah.
Take care.
Bye, Martin. Yeah. Stay frosty.
Or as Bela Lugosi would say, good evening.
Good evening. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Christopher Lee is Dracula, but Bela Lugosi's, just the way Bela Lugosi said lines was fucking iconic.
I grew up with Lugosi. I saw like the Dracula and like a lot of the Universal monsters at a young age. I still haven't seen any of the Hammer yet, besides whatever the Vampire Lovers I watched with like Martin when he was doing his stream, and I enjoyed that. So I definitely want to see more Hammer eventually.
You should. Whereas Universal wanted to keep it classy and tell you the story. Hammer just throws it in your face with the blood and the guts.
Yeah, I think they did
Yeah.
good storytelling too, but yeah, it was definitely more
But,
sexual.
Hammer actually does manage to tell you a good story while they're giving you your gore.
Yeah, dude, I was very impressed by the blood in that movie. I really liked how it looked, and it was really well done.
Yeah. Anytime you watch a Hammer movie, there's three things you're sure of getting. You're going to get a great set. The set is going to look phenomenal.
Mhm.
You're going to
Yes,
like you're actually in Germany or London or wherever. Two,
exactly.
you're going to get a good story. You may not get the great story that you would have got with the Universal monsters, but you're going to get a very good story. And then you're going to get, you're going to get blood and guts in your face.
Yeah, I like that. Hey, Night Fright, how you doing? And I also noticed there was like, at least the one, the Vampire Lovers, there was a very sexual undertone, which
In all those movies, they have a very sexual undertone.
yeah, I like you said though that set, that castle was amazing. I love that, and just the mist that was running through it, it was just brilliant. It was a masterpiece of production, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's the Hammer horror movies are fantastic.
Just as soon as I saw that opening with the castle and shit, I was like, okay, I'm gonna love this, and I did. It was great.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoy all the Hammer movies.
hmm Yeah, I'm definitely gonna give them a look. I'll go with like Dracula, and then I'll do like the Frankenstein and shit, and I'll check out everything. Um,
I
eventually.
would probably go after Dracula. After you get through the Christopher Lee Dracula series, I would probably go the Gorgon
Okay.
because it is such a well-made movie.
I definitely like Greek mythology, so it would be interesting to see their take on that.
It's done really good. When I saw it, it was the first time I'd ever seen it, and
Yeah,
I grew up in Hammer horror movies.
that's cool.
It's really just from beginning to end, you get immersed into the whole myth of Medusa the Gorgon, and it was just
hmm
it's great. I can't talk about it enough.
Yeah, I've always been a big fan of Greek mythology. Like I grew up with like Clash of the Titans. I love the Percy Jackson book series. You know, you had Jason and the Argonauts, fucking the Odyssey. That little Odyssey miniseries they did was pretty good. Like
I,
a lot
I,
of good
I
stuff.
always enjoyed Sinbad.
Oh, Sinbad was awesome too. Sinbad and
But
like the Seven Voyages, right?
yeah, I
Mhm.
again grew up with Harryhausen and the Kraken.
Yeah, man. Dude, he killed it in Clash of the Titans.
hmm I just didn't care for the
Like,
remake.
the remake was okay. The sequel wasn't that good, but the remake, I was okay with it. But it's like it has nothing on the original.
No, it doesn't.
The original was just beautiful, man. And then they're like, let's make it gritty, and I'm like, okay, but
No,
it's
you
okay.
know, everything needs to be
Okay.
made pretty and witty and bright.
Yeah, man. Even that like beast guy that was like after them and stuff, even he looked way cooler than the animated one.
Calabas, the daughter of the son of not Aphrodite. Maybe it was Aphrodite because the princess was Andromeda.
Yeah. Hey, Fear. Hey, June. Dude, he probably just didn't know, June. He probably didn't know, about your 24-hour stream, man. Yeah, you didn't know about his he did like a 24-hour stream for Eddie Van Halen the day he died.
What guy?
Was,
What's he talking about?
this dude. I think he's talking about you. He's a prankster, But dude, he probably didn't know.
You talking
I
about me?
didn't tell him.
You talking about me? Just to know what you talking,
You talking
to
to
me?
me? Art, I fell asleep a little bit. I was there for most of it. I wasn't there for the whole thing. Yeah. Corey did one too, man. Yesterday. That was some
I
crazy.
don't know how y'all guys do that shit. I have a hard time sitting through a couple of hours. I can't, do 24.
Well, I did it on accident, and then my friend John did it, and then June did it for Eddie Van Halen, and then Corey's like, "Fuck it, I'll do it." And it's like, Jesus Christ. It was fun though. They were fun streams. A little crazy but fun.
Yeah.
Uh,
I have a. I couldn't do it.
Let me see. Can I give Master Fear a wrench from here? I can't give him one from here. Give me some time. I'll give him a wrench eventually. I can't do it from here though. But he will get one. That's not a problem. I like the dude. Dude, K Dog, what's up, man? How you doing? Why? How many 24-hour streams are you doing, June? Damn. One's good enough for me. I don't. He's calling you out, man. What the fuck?
You talking to me? You talking to me? I must be talking. You must be talking to me. I'm the only one here.
Yeah. That's an amazing movie.
I love
Fear,
that
you're
shit.
good. You gotta go. No problem, man. But yeah, dude, Taxi Driver.
And saying the words "or else" is not, it is. If I didn't know June, would be a surefire way to get me to open my mouth and stick my foot in it. But I know June, so I know he's just fucking with me.
Yeah, June's an ass, but we love him. That's just his thing. Yeah, dude. No, I just can't give him a wrench from in StreamYard for some reason. I got no problem making Master Fear a wrench. I've seen him before. I'm cool with the dude.
What you do is when you go into StreamYard and it takes you to your channel, he has to be there for you to make him a moderator.
Oh, okay. I think what I'll do is I'll just do a regular stream sometime, and I'll make him a mod for that. I'll find a way. I'll get him modded. It will happen.
Yeah, I just forget to do it whenever I do streams.
Yeah.
It's just like, but then again, I'm not really worried about.
Oh, dude. K-Dog, I'm sorry to hear that, man. What the fuck? I didn't even know you were dating anybody. Oh, shit.
Damn, that's harsh.
I'm sorry, man. You don't deserve that shit. Yeah.
Damn, nobody deserves that shit.
No. Oh man, fuck. Some fucked up shit.
Well,
Yeah,
art to quote the great Huey Lewis, I'm hip to be square.
right. Yeah. Oh, dude, you got more? Dude, yeah, no problem. Do what you gotta do. You know, do what you feel is right. Well, that's good. She left willingly, but it's like, fuck, man. No, that's no problem, Fear. You know, school comes first, man. Focus on your education. You know, we'll be here. It's not a problem. God damn it, Junebug. What the fuck, man? But yeah, shit.
If you no, to quote Peanut, are you pissing me off, Fafa? No.
Oh shit. But yeah, man. That's cool. You came on, man. This was a surprise.
Anybody who's been around me should know by now. I don't get pissed off that easily.
Yeah. Nah, you're cool.
Now, I think you've seen the most upset I've gotten on that one stream that Ethel was involved in.
Yeah, man. I didn't know what was going on, so I kind of shocked the
I
laugh.
had no idea what was happening, you know, but and again, I don't mind being called a clown. Clowns are fucking either the scariest thing to walk the earth or the funniest things that people see. It was the disrespect showing to Ethel that really got under my skin.
Yeah, man. Like I didn't know what was going on because first I didn't know about the thing. You know, I'm not gonna talk about, but I didn't know about that. So I didn't know what was happening. So I just kind of started laughing out of shock because I was like, "What the fuck are they talking about?"
You know, it took me a while. It took a while for me to sink into me too. Did she really just say what I thought she said?
Yeah. I was
And
like,
then,
what
and then when Martin fucking reacted, that's when I knew, the shit was about to go down.
Yeah, I was like, oh, and then I didn't hear what she said the second time till I rewatched it, and I was like, oh fuck, that's why everybody was like mad pissed afterwards as well.
Yeah, and again, if you look at Ethel, you could never tell that she, is what she is.
No, and I love Ethel. Ethel's fucking awesome in my book. You know,
Ethel is fucking. Which now you see why we always have Ethel on our streams, because not only is she a fucking riot to be around, she has a lot of fucking knowledge about all the shit she's watched.
Yeah, man, she owned on the Star Trek stream. Like I was just there because I didn't watch many Star Trek, so I'm just like, I'm just gonna answer.
It's pretty much just Ethel 101.
Yeah, man. It's like that's why I was like, I gotta bring up Doctor Who, man, because I can't roll with the Star Trek shit. I'm not on that level.
I mean, I was like a deer in the fucking headlights when it came to both.
Yeah, my bad, man. I didn't know. I was just like,
I did watch Star Trek. I didn't Star Trek: The Next Generation, but it's been so long since I watched both those shows. I had no knowledge whatsoever.
Yeah, I get that.
It's like
June, what the fuck? But yeah, man. No, Star Trek's. I'm not. I love Trek, but I'm not like the hugest. I can't quote everything. I was more Star Wars. Not that. I hate that cliche, but it's like it is kind of in areas.
I mean, it's the same with Alien. I can sit there and talk Alien more than I can talk Aliens because I like Alien more as a horror movie.
Oh, I prefer Aliens. Like I get it. It's like it seemed. I'm not trying to shit on everybody, but it seemed at one point everybody was like loving Terminator 2 and Aliens and shit. But now it seems more popular to like Alien and Terminator, and not exactly shit on Terminator 2, but kind of a little bit. And I'm like, but yeah,
I don't think people are actually shitting on Terminator 2. It's the fact that it's James Cameron. You know, I think people want want Cameron to come back and give us a good Terminator instead of just focusing everything on Avatar.
You're good, Fear. You know, you have a nice night. Stay frosty. No problem, man.
But and everybody has, you know, when it comes to Alien and Aliens, everyone has their preference. I like Alien because I see it more as a straight horror movie. You know, it has that confined, really just eerie vibe to it.
Mm-hmm.
I like Aliens. I like Aliens as an action horror movie.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Because everything is more open, and you know, you're not confined in the little spaceship like you were in Alien.
Yeah, it's like I lean more towards the action horror. I really love it when they mix that right. So that's why I lean more to that. But I'm not taking anything away from Alien and Terminator. I love those movies too.
Yeah, both movies are great. I love Terminator and Terminator 2. I love Alien and Aliens. Whereas Terminator, to me that was a sci-fi slasher movie. Because Arnold's main mission in Terminator was to kill Sarah Connor.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Terminator 2, I see as a sci-fi action movie because the roles have been reversed and he's now sent to protect John Connor.
Exactly. It just, for me, Terminator 2 is my favorite action film of all time. That I know First Blood is more of a drama, but I love First Blood as well. Those are like my favorite action movies.
That's a tough call for me because there's so many great action movies.
Yeah, man.
I would have to put The Crow as my all-time favorite action movie.
The what?
The Crow.
Oh yes, I love The Crow.
But I would have to put as solid action movies go. I'd have to put Die Hard, and then Terminator 2 right behind it.
Yeah, and it's like I'm not including, like, when I say action films, I'm not including like the superheroes or the Star Wars, because I include Terminator 2, but I don't include those. Like, those are too easy for me. You know, those are more sci-fi.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which I know Terminator as well, but I don't know. Terminator just feels more like an action movie to me, with sci-fi elements.
If we take the superhero element out of it, I would have to rank Die Hard number 1 because Die Hard, you cannot like Die Hard.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I'm okay with Die Hard. I'm not the hugest fan, but I do like the first movie. The first movie is awesome.
Yeah, I'm talking about the first movie alone, not the whole franchise, just that first movie.
Yeah, just iconic, man. There's a reason why it's definitely up there.
The reason why Bruce Willis was the man in the 80s.
Mm-hmm. And Alan Rickman, man, is underrated.
Alan Rickman was one of the most phenomenal actors I ever saw.
Exactly. He is he's great.
In any role, and he owned it.
Mm-hmm. I agree. He did. He came in there and he wrecked house. And Bruce Willis too, man. Bruce Willis, you know. They both made that movie.
The guy went from Hans Gruber to Severus Snape, and he was
Yeah, man.
phenomenal, Professor Snape.
And don't forget Dogma, man. He played the Dickless Angel as well, and he owned that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like Alan Rickman is one of the best actors to ever come up on the screen. I put him in my top 100.
I would too. He was that good.
Yeah, he owned that shit. And
I just
they could, but it's like I don't know. Arnold is like the definitive Terminator.
the
Like,
reason Arnold is in every Terminator movie is because he's the face of the Terminator franchise was built on.
Mhm. Exactly. They tried Scott. They tried what was it, Salvation without him, which I still like that movie. It's underrated, but
Yeah, that was Christian Bale as the Terminator.
yeah, I like that movie. I thought it was cool. I have no problem with that one.
I didn't have a problem with it. It's just, you know, it kind of went a little far fetched with some of it.
Hmm. At least they
I mean-
didn't make fucking John Carter evil like they did in Genesis, and then kill him off in fucking Dark Fate.
Dark Fate. The opening scene, he's killed in the first 10 seconds.
Yeah, you can. And then you have fucking Genesis. He's like the bad guy for some reason. I don't know. I'll give Dark Fate a chance. I haven't seen it, but I know he dies. Of course, I've heard it, but I'll give that at least a chance. It's got to be better than Genesis. Genesis was a piece of shit.
Dark Fate was actually better than I thought it was going to be. I really did enjoy it.
Hmm. I have faith for it because, like Genesis, the only good thing is like I like Amelia Clark, but she just wasn't good as Sarah Connor. That wasn't a good role for her, and she's not an actor. Now.
There can only be one Sarah Connor. Sorry.
Yeah, man. Like like the chick from the TV series wasn't bad though.
No, but she's
Yeah,
still not Sarah Connor.
no.
I like just as Arnold is the face of the Terminator series franchise, Linda Hamilton is the face of Sarah Connor.
Exactly. Kind of like you couldn't do Ripley without Sigourney Weaver.
No.
Yeah, it's weird how those two are like very Alien and very Terminator are very connected.
Mm-hmm.
They're so like,
if you try to recast Ripley in a reboot of Alien, you would have every Alien fan from here to Timbuktu crying in outrage.
yeah, man. It's like you can't replace Sigourney, man. She killed that shit.
Anything after Die Hard, June Book, I didn't care for anything after Die Hard. Die Hard with a Vengeance was okay, but I wouldn't put it on anywhere near the original Die Hard.
I like the one where the dude's naked and he has that where Bruce Willis is naked and he's got the cardboard box and it's like got racist slurs on it. I thought that was funny, and he has the black sidekick. That was fun, but yeah, I'm not the hugest Die Hard fan, but that was a fun one too.
Well, the reason I like Die Hard 3 is you got Pulp Fiction meets Die Hard because Samuel L. Jackson was in that movie.
Oh shit, is that the one I'm thinking of, or I get confused? That's the one. Yeah, okay, I like that one.
I love the scene where they're both in the back of the cab, and McClane keeps calling Samuel L. Jackson Jesus instead of Jesus.
Yeah. That is true. That is very
It's true, but how are we gonna? Okay, I understand Arnold is getting up there in age, but how are you
It's gonna
gonna
be
replace
hard.
the Terminator?
Yeah,
I mean, it could be done, but who's gonna be as imposing as Arnold Schwarzenegger was?
yeah, man. It's like that's gonna be hard. One hard act to follow. Christian Bale is the best. He was good in
Dude,
Salvation.
Junebug, no. Edward Furlong is the best John Connor. I have to disagree.
Ooh, I like this. I don't know. I like both performances. As long as it wasn't that bullshit in Genesis where he was evil, I'm cool with it. You know. Even Terminator 3 was Furlong in Terminator 3, or
No,
who was that? That was a
I don't, I
yeah.
don't
We
even think John Connor was in Terminator 3.
oh, there was some kid though. No, he was like there was a kid in it, and he's like, dude, he's like a teenager, and he's like, yo, I gotta teach you things all over again. It was John Carter, but it's just I don't know. That actor was okay. I thought it was Furlong again. I don't know.
No, it Furlong. I can't remember who was the
Yeah,
John Connor role in Terminator 3.
right. I'll give it a chance. I'll definitely give Dark Fate a chance. You know, I'm not gonna cut it out because I like Salvation. Salvation was good to me. Um, Only one I think I hate. I like Free. I thought the Free was decent as well. The only one I hate so far is Genesis. That's because it was stupid. It just did
Nick
stupid
Stahl was the
shit.
guy who played John Connor in Part 3.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he was okay. He wasn't bad. But yeah, I I don't know. I like Furlong and I like Bales. I think they both did great. But they're two different eras, man. Furlong's him as a
Yeah,
kid. Christian Bale's him as an adult. You know.
yeah. Um, I, I think Christian Bale is a great actor, and I love Furlong as John Connor. It's just weird not seeing that face in for that role.
Yeah.
Well, so
And
there's where I have the problem with it. Christian Bale
right.
did a good job as John Connor, but I think you can sit there and say he made that role more iconic than Edward Furlong.
Mm-hmm. And June, you might have a point there. Yo, Corey, how are you feeling, man? How are you doing? Welcome. This is the motherfucker that did a 24-hour stream recently. And he did that whole shit. Oh, Bond's different though. You can't compare James Bond to the Terminator.
No, because Bond was built on many faces.
Yes, Terminator was like, and I know you could say, well, it was supposed to just be Sean Connery and stuff, but like like Bond went through like you had the first five whatever Sean Connery movies, then you had Lazenby. Terminator's been going with the same Arnold besides Salvation. He's been going all this time. It's kind of like Michael Myers at this point. What they tried to do with Michael Myers, he's too cemented. You can't replace him at this point.
As far as actual roles in Bond movies, Roger Moore has more Bond movies than anybody else does.
Yeah, Roger Moore's cool. I'm always a Connery fan, but Roger Moore's cool.
Yeah, I wasn't saying I like Connery more than Connery. I was just saying as far as Bond goes, Roger Moore
Mhm.
owned James Bond from like 78 to 85 or something. That was your James Bond, and then you
Yeah.
got Timothy Daly for a couple. Then it was Pierce Brosnan for the 90s,
Hmm.
and then Daniel Craig for the 2000s. So there's always been a revolving door as far as James Bond goes.
Yeah, exactly. Like each era had their Bond in a way. Um, isn't he dead? Like that'd be a cool idea, though. I'm not against that idea. John Carter fighting a Terminator who is like a martial artist, played by a martial artist. That would be cool. Like,
You're gonna do that, you gotta go Donnie Yen.
yeah, man. Like, who would you get to play? Like, fucking, who would you get to play John Carter though? Because he's gotta be just as good. You can't just have a martial artist fight like a regular actor. It's got to be another, at least a fighter of some sort. Maybe Scott Atkins. I don't know if his acting chops, but that dude can fight.
Um, you probably have to go with Jason Statham.
Ooh, that's a good one. I think he would own that shit.
I just as far as uh, an actor who can actually fight, and it would be an interesting pairing.
Hmm.
You would have to go with Jason Statham versus, to me, the best your Terminator who could fight would have to be Donnie Yen, because that guy is a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, man, that would be cool. I'd be down with that. Oh, that's cool, dude. I just shot my Halloween 3, man. I just shot Halloween 3. Uh, I'm sorry I fell asleep on you towards the end, but man, that was badass, dude. You got a point, but the thing is, it's like I think that is the point. Like Sean Connery, he came and changed at a time before like stuff was like. I do see your point though. But that it is about the eras, man. Because like you said, man. If they did Terminator, maybe if they changed them back then, maybe if like Arnold did like the first two movies and then they switched them out, that may have worked.
Yeah, if Arnold had only done 2 Terminator movies, and then you brought in, say, I don't know, whoever was,
Replace him with Stallone. Replace him with
no.
Stallone.
Oh God, can you just imagine a Rambo Terminator?
That'd be fucking awesome. With his little accent.
Nothing is over. Nothing.
Um, oh, dude, you did that with not a lot of sleep. Shit. Oh, you would get Tony Jaa versus Christian Bale. Can Christian Bale fight though? That's the
No,
question. You would
Bell
need like someone.
Christian Bell versus Tony Jaa would be a massacre.
Like
Tony Jaa would kill Christian Bale.
sometimes that works. Like some movies it works for, but others it just you can tell that they didn't. You know that the one guy can't fight and the other guy can. It's like you need even. You need an even. You need two people that can actually fight.
You can't put Tony Jaa in there with someone experienced
Yeah,
in fighting.
exactly.
That's why I said Jason Statham is John Connor and Donnie Yen. Tony
Mhm.
Jaa would be. I mean, you could flip out Donnie Yen and put Tony Jaa in there, but you got to be able to fight with Tony Jaa, or else you're gonna get creamed.
Yeah. Hey, Ladna. Hey, Don Star. Welcome, guys. Oh yeah, Clive Owen would have been cool.
I love Clive Owen Shoot 'Em Up. That was a fucking badass movie.
Yeah. I gotta go real quick. I'll be right back. Do you think you could hold it down, Mark?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you, man. I'll be right back.
Gerard Butler is John Connor. Now, Gerard Butler would stand a better chance against Tony Jaa because I've seen him fight, who is a fucking phenomenal fighter in his own right. So there you might be onto something, but you still need you need someone who can actually match Tony Jaa in blows. I think the guy I think would actually go with Tony Jaa, even though he's older now, is Vince Clem from Cyborg. The guy who played Vinder, he's still in a beast shape. I mean, the guy is huge, and he's a trained kickboxer.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
No worries.
Oh, we talking about PJ Souls? What?
Art Doug is just throwing names out there as who he thinks could play John Connor.
Dude, PJ Souls as John Carter. I'd watch that. It's a parody.
I would, but then the conversation turned to Cat. So I think PJ Souls is one of the is either a cat or a dog.
What? Someone's cat name is PJ Souls? That's cool. I'm sorry, I have no idea what's going on, but I'm just rolling with this shit. Yeah, dogs are cool. Cats are cool too. Oh, you have a guinea pig named Wilbur? Nice.
Is it an Italian pig?
Yeah, fucking. That was a good movie. But yeah.
Although PJ Souls, to be as old as she is, still looks great.
She's one of my favorites. She's good at what she does.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching Halloween 3 and the nurse, not the nurse, the morgue woman, Teddy. She kind of looks a little like PJ Souls, not a lot, but a little bit. She gave me that same feel with like her performance.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got cats. Oh, what were you gonna say, Mark?
Wait, Halloween 3 or Halloween 2?
Halloween 3. The chick that works at the mortuary.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, I don't remember anybody in Halloween 2 looking like PJ Souls.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. She looks a little bit like her. I wouldn't say she looks a lot like her, but she's got the same vibe. She had that same like, fun vibe to her a little bit. And her hair was just kind of gave me that look. But yeah, I have cats. Yeah. Nice. That's cool.
Mr. Mittens has his own channel.
Yeah, the cat has his own channel. If you want to link the cat's channel, you can. If you would like to link the cat's channel so everybody can go and, get that cat monetized, man. So he can buy his own scratching post or whatever.
PJ Souls is a gilf. Fucking Junebug.
Dude. Yeah, man. We're gonna get Mr. Mittens money so he can, as long as he doesn't spend all the money on catnip and becomes an addict, we're good, Oh, dude, Patrick Swayze and Arnold in the same fucking movie.
Now, see, there, Junebug, I would be down for that. Because we all seen Patrick Swayze kick ass in Roadhouse.
There just had to be one scene where like maybe a bad Arnold or Arnold went bad, so we could just have Patrick Swayze and Arnold like
go at it, man. I know they would be old men, but it would still be entertaining as fuck to watch.
That would be a fight of epic proportions. Dalton versus the T-800.
Mm-hmm. Because Swayze's ripped, man.
Yeah, Swayze it was jacked in Roadhouse. That was the biggest I had ever seen him in any of the movies he's ever been in.
Mm-hmm. Hell, he even had like good muscle tone in fucking Outsiders, man, and that's like one of his earlier roles.
Yeah, he was kind of big in Outsiders, but not anything like he was in Roadhouse. I mean, Roadhouse looked like he packed on about 30 pounds of just solid muscle.
Oh, dude, I agree, man. It's like nothing comes close to Roadhouse with him, man. He
No.
was great.
And as much as I loved Patrick Swayze, Sam Elliott as Wade Garrett was fucking phenomenal.
Harper, if I ever get to the ranking, I'm gonna do that. I won't be naked underneath, but I'll do that. Like that will be like the ending scene. I bet that'll be fine. Yeah, let's get the cat monetized. Man. Definitely get the cat monetized. I did not see that. PJ Souls flashed the camera on the documentary.
I didn't see that, but you watch Halloween, you see her braless anyway. So
Wait, wait, or was it some random chick? Because it said they won a raffle.
yeah, I don't think that would be PJ Souls because I'm pretty sure PJ Souls could buy a raffle if she wanted to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know that was like a big thing on YouTube, reenacting that scene for a little bit. It was like a contest. Nobody was actually showing anything, but they were like reenacting that scene for some reason. It was really weird because it was like a bunch of young girls too, like that should not. They weren't showing anything, but they still should not have been doing that scene. Like it was kind of weird. Trend.
You don't ever stop to realize just how iconic Halloween is. I won't shit on Halloween. It's just not my favorite franchise.
Fair enough, man. My favorite's Friday the 13th because I know it's been pointed out as that it's not consistent in character, but in tone, it's always been like kind of consistent. Like it started out a little serious, but as you go on, it's a little funny. But even the first one had like kind of like its little jokes in it.
Yeah.
Oh, oh, you go, Mark.
No. I was agreeing with you.
Ladna, if you could tell John, my bad, man. I didn't know he was live. I'm probably gonna be going a little longer. I don't want to end it or anything, but you know, I didn't know he's live, man. My bad. I don't want him to think I'm like taking anything away from him. But I think he's cool, you know. Now that's an interesting question. Right there.
Yeah, he does kind of have the Patrick Swayze, Kurt Russell love child look.
I don't see Swayze, but I do see Kurt Russell. I gotta look at him more.
Well, in like the first season of Stranger Things, he has the mullet hairdo like Swayze had in Roadhouse.
Mm-hmm. He does, yeah.
But from season 2 to season 3, he looks more like Kurt Russell.
Yeah. That's when I started to like him more, was like season 2 and 3. I liked him in 1, but it was like 2 and 3 where, you know, his character
I didn't really like anybody in season 1. To me, season 1 was just kind of getting the show off the ground.
Yeah.
Season 2 is where you really started to develop, your characters.
Fair enough. Yeah. You got a good point.
I mean, that's when you started seeing the relationship between Elle and what's his face starting to develop.
Mike.
Mike. In part 1 you could just see that they were like gonna,
Yeah.
that he was attracted to her. But you just they did it right in part 2 where they showed you that they liked each other,
Hmm.
but they didn't really do anything until season 2.
Yeah. And like the very end of season 2, because they don't even see each other for like half the season.
Exactly.
Oh shit. Yeah, that was no problem. That was no problem, Ladna. No problem. Yeah, Art says he knows. We're good. We're good. But I really liked Hopper in season 1 though. Like especially my favorite scene from season 1 is Hopper interrogating that dude in the bar and he like beats the shit out of him. He's like going right.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, I love that scene. And then he was my favorite character, and then it was like Dustin for a little bit, and then it was like Steve.
To me, the best character in season 1 was the guy who played Samwise in Lord of the Rings.
Oh, you mean yeah, he was in season 2.
Season 1, season 2, whichever season he was in. But
Bob was great, man.
I loved Bob. He was fucking great.
The thing is, oh yeah, you go.
Which sucked when they killed his character off because he, that show could have used, someone with a. And don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Winona Ryder isn't a huge star, but if they had kept Sean Astin, one of the original Goonies, and Samwise from Lord of the Rings, that show would have been fucking skyrocketing.
Oh yeah, man. I love that shit. And the thing is, Bob represented, at least for me, like people like us, like not like the really strong people, but just people that can be useful in their own way. He really proved that it's not, smarts can really matter too. And I know they do that with the kids, but it's like it really came through with Bob.
Yeah.
He like saved everyone. Pretty much. If it wasn't for him, they wouldn't have been able to do shit.
Good question. Good question, Junebug.
Yeah, man. I see that.
You guys cast as a badass Tommy Jarvis going after Jason in Friday the 13th. That's honestly, I still like Tom Matthews is Tommy Jarvis.
Yeah, I would love Tom to come back. I don't want Corey Feldman anymore. I like Corey Feldman.
Feldman. Plus, Corey Feldman is too scrawny to fucking go after Jason anymore. Corey Feldman never grew up.
Have you seen? Oh, you go.
He still looks like he's the same size as he was in the Lost Boys.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Have you
half like a twig?
Have you seen a little movie called Corbin Nash?
Yeah.
You saw him in that movie, man. You know that shit.
I wish I didn't see him.
it was entertaining. It's an okay movie. I don't hate that movie, but it's not one of my favorites. Corey Feldman's definitely the highlight of that. Better or worse.
If we're going younger guys to go after Jason, I don't know. Give me a no name. I don't want any big name actors or anything. Like, give me somebody new and fresh that I can build a franchise around to go after Jason.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know about David Harbour.
I would probably go with Tom Hardy.
I don't know. Tom Hardy's a little too big for me. I don't think Tom.
Yeah, but at least the fight would be on equal footing.
Yeah.
Tom Hardy is. Jason's a big motherfucker. No matter who plays him.
Yeah. No, my bad, man. I didn't know you were live, man. I just wanted to say that. Like, it wasn't like, I wasn't doing that on purpose or anything. But
that's why I said give me somebody unknown. But you could build if you could get him to commit to it, you could build a Friday franchise around Tom Hardy. It's Tommy Jarvis.
I guess you could. I personally just
I would rather have someone, if he was still alive, I would have Brandon Lee as my Tommy Jarvis. He's not super bulky, but he's quick. He's got the moves.
He can act his ass off, man. His facial expressions are beautiful in The Crow.
Yeah, in just about any movie you see Brandon Lee, and he sells with his face.
Yeah, I gotta see more of his filmography. I think I've only seen The Crow, but that's like his magnum opus right there.
Yeah. Showdown in Little Tokyo is another great movie where you get to see, Brandon Lee's acting ability.
Mm-hmm. I'll definitely have to check that out eventually.
And then there's Rapid Fire, which is another,
Oh, I've never heard of that.
That was the movie he did right before The Crow.
Oh shit. I'm behind, man. I gotta check out some of these 90s, late 80s fucking action.
And Brandon Lee is, looked as much American as he did Asian, so he could really eat. You wouldn't sit there and say, "Oh, that guy's." You're gonna have an Asian playing Tommy Jarvis?
Yeah, he does look. He looks more. He looks more Caucasian. Yeah.
Better yet, why not just have Shannon Lee go after Jason? That would be an interesting fight.
Like as a final girl.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be interesting. I know there's that fake news about like the new Friday the 13th with like Samara Weaving and shit. Like, that's kind of fucked up. I don't like that. Like, dude, we know the lawsuit isn't settled. Don't give us false hope, man.
Yeah, that would piss me off.
Yeah, that was like, and then they like made it look so legit, and then it's like, and it wouldn't have been as bad as if they didn't throw in Samara Weaving, but they had to throw in like one of the hottest horror stars of the decade in there, just to like give it a little bit more of a punch, like in the gut.
Yeah. Art likes my pick. Junebug says Scott Adkins, who is a phenomenal fighter in his own right. I didn't think about him when we were talking about Dan Connor in the versus Tony Jaa. That guy could,
I'd be down for it, man. I'd be down with Scott Adkins. Like I think it could work.
plus Scott Adkins is not quite as big as Jason, but in bulk wise, but he's pretty tall.
Mm-hmm. It'll be interesting seeing the next Jason. I know June wants like a 7'2" guy that can wreck house, but
What, he wants the Big Show to play Jason?
pretty much he wants a huge dude. Dude, if the Big Show played I don't know about the Big Show because I would like a tinier guy, maybe not like a buff guy, but like a tall guy who is scrawny. Because I can't see Jason being fat like the Big Show.
Well, Kane Hodder is probably the biggest guy to ever play Jason.
Mm-hmm.
Kane Hodder is like 6'6".
Yeah, man. And then you had, which is crazy, because you've seen Charlie's Farm. Have you seen?
Mm-hmm.
He has that fight with the Charlie at the end, and Charlie dwarfs the shit out of him, man.
Mm-hmm.
That was amazing.
But I don't know who you could get that's big that.
I don't know. Apparently, this dude. Apparently, I don't doubt your vision, Jude. I don't. It's just
I
don't know.
have a problem with Jason being that big. Jason doesn't need to be King Kong size to be scary.
That is fair enough. Yeah, that is like I liked what they did with Charlie's Farm with Charlie. Like he was just this huge redneck, but it's like Jason always didn't need size. It was more about his demeanor and how he moved. That was scary. Yeah. Kind of like Michael as well.
Yeah, I think to me, Derek Mears is the perfect size guy to play Jason.
Oh, dude, if they could get, I was fine with the remake. If they could get Derek Mears back, I'd be cool with it.
Yeah, I that opening scene to the remake was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
Give me that opening scene, but just expand the whole movie like that. Fuck that! You wouldn't have never be a complaint against the remake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How would Jason maintain weight? Like, I can't see Big Show playing Jason because that's like, what would Jason be eating? Is he like eating entire like fucking deers or caribou? Like, what the fuck is he eating to be that fat? Like, is he eating his victims? Like,
inquiring minds want to know.
Although, dude, if they make Jason a cannibal, what the fuck?
But I think they really did explore it the best in part 2 when Jenny suggests that Jason's been living off the land for all these years.
Mm-hmm.
That is the best explanation I've ever heard for how Jason got, how huge he was.
Right.
Other than the fact that he's a mongoloid.
Yeah, man. That is true. Yeah, that and like the remake did good too because it's like had the underground tunnels and it's like could have been living in the underground.
Yeah.
And it showed he was pretty proficient. Like he threw that axe, so obviously he's a good hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you also got when you talk about the axe throw, you got to incorporate the Jason mythos to it too. That Jason can do shit that normal people can't do, including throw a two-handed axe 20 yards to fucking kill somebody.
Yeah, man, it's like fucking trained assassin in this bitch. Like,
yeah.
What the hell? That explains it.
He eats a lot of squirrel meat.
They're fat motherfuckers, man. You know, eat them right after they come out of that hibernation. They ate all that nuts, you know. That's not a bad idea. He learned that shit from Duck Dynasty. He like fucking he's on that Duck Dynasty fucking diet. Oh yeah, man. Dude, it's like squirrels have nothing on Burger King. Even though I heard squirrel brains is a really good meal, but I've never had it.
Have you had Burger King?
Oh, I've had Burger King. I haven't had fried squirrel brains. Apparently, that's a thing.
Jason ransacks Whole Foods for the winter.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What the fuck? That was a good one. Oh, shit. Not in a few years. Apparently, the ones in Texas have a huge fly problem. What? What the fuck are you talking about? I have no idea what's going on. Either that or my friend would be a good Jason. He is 6'8". I would make him wear boots to make him look taller and then 4-inch lift and shoot him and stand on metal. That would be cool. The thing is, your friend's got to get the movement down as well, man.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not the size that counts. It's how he moves.
Yeah.
Not saying he couldn't do it. He probably could. I'm not doubting your friend at all. It's just he's gotta have some, you know, a creepy movement to him, which I think, you know, it could work.
I would have to say that aside from Derek Mears, Vincent DeSanti, who did Never Hike Alone, he has the Jason movement down pat.
He was great. I liked him in the. I haven't seen the second one yet. I don't know if it's out, but I've seen the original. The first Never Hike Alone.
Never Hike in the Snow isn't out yet.
I liked that first.
Never Hike Alone is fucking great.
It's classic, man. It's really good. I loved it. I usually don't watch fan films like that, but that one was like everybody was like, "Go watch it," and I did, and it was like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, it's really well made, and the fact that he got Tom Matthews to come in and right there at the end, awesome.
Yeah, exactly. Fact.
Yogurt and tortellini.
Dude, the yogurt. You know, you gotta get. Maybe Jason does like yogurts and tortellinis. I don't know. I won't judge the man's diet. You know, he's been eating squirrels and fucking deer and shit. He needs some good junk food. But come on, he's gotta have some snacks though. We all know those kids brought some good shit up to that camp, and he's got
snapping into a Slim Jim. That's what it is.
Oh yeah, man. Dude, he's definitely running off that Slim Jim power, man.
Slim Jims and Ben and Jerry's.
Yeah, man. You know, I think if Jason didn't drown in that lake, he totally would have been a macho Randy Savage fan.
Oh, yeah.
I could see that.
Big old juicy treat rat. Fucking hurt.
Like fucking They should do like a parody commercial of the Macho Man ones. But
off the street. You went for Friday the 13th, the Frankenhooker.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, dude, Jason versus the Frankenhooker. I've never seen Frankenhooker, but
I think the Frankenhooker would win.
Oh man, I'm not. Is she that badass? I've never seen her movie.
The movie, that movie is that cheesy and that fucking funny.
I gotta see it.
She's pretty much built up on like the super steroid.
Oh shit! I love Basket Case, and Brain Damage is amazing. So I gotta see Frankenhooker.
Frankenhooker is fucking just hysterical.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
I've
you
never
go.
I've never seen any
Oh, you
fucking
never.
movie that was that fucking cheesy and made me laugh that so fucking hard.
I gotta see this now. I do. What the fuck? That's like the best comment ever. Dude, someone needs to copy that shit and keep this comment.
I will be
This is
friends with Jason, having meaning good again. He'll be like E.T. killing people for Reese's Pieces and Bacon Burgers.
it's like
C-O-T-T. Oh my god.
fuck it, man. That's funny. That was good, Corey. That was good. I would tell him to study part 3 and 4. Yeah, CJ Graham in part 4, man. I don't know if he was in part 3, but yeah, definitely study CJ Graham.
Yeah, CJ Graham, the guy who really fucking showed that Jason could run and move quickly.
Yeah, man. CJ Graham and Kane Hodder are my favorite. And Kane Hodder and Arnold from Terminator 1. Yes, that's a... I'd say he was creepy as well. I said, yeah. I agree with that. I agree with all that, man. I don't know about part 3. I haven't seen part 3 in a while, but I agree with CJ Graham and Kane Hodder, and I even agree with Arnold. I think, yeah, if he can like replicate a mix of that, I think it would work.
Yeah, big if.
Fair enough, but it was good, man. I don't think it's overhyped, but it is like, I don't know. I wouldn't rank it in the franchise, but
No. Yeah, it would be its own standalone movie.
Yeah, it's its own thing. I know they got the Tommy Jarvis connection, but that's like, I see that as kind of an alternate universe type thing, like Never Hike Alone. But yeah, I see what you mean. Fans are goofy goobers.
I'll tell you. I will tell you this right now, Corey. Halloween fans are worse than Friday the 13th fans.
Oh yeah, man, dude. I watched Halloween 3 tonight and did the review on that. It's like people hate that movie just because fucking Michael's not in the movie, but that movie's really good. Like that movie's
I love Halloween 3.
It's a solid B movie. And there's some like deep shit in there too. It's like a pretty smart.
Halloween 3 is very underrated.
Yeah, man. Like it warns the dangers of the media like influencing us and how much the media actually influences us. Nobody talks about that shit, but it does.
Yeah.
I've
seen Halloween fans rip YouTubers apart because they did not give Halloween 2018 a perfect 5 out of 5. It's not a perfect movie.
It's kind of mad to me. I'm okay with it, but I'm not the hugest fan. I'm not gonna. 2018 is kind of like where I go from I just like the movie and then I would put the movies I love in front of it. It's like the last movie I just kind of am like I like it.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I gave Halloween 2018 a 3 out of 5, which for me is a pretty high ranking because
it's not bad. It's not.
It's not bad, but it's not perfect either.
No, it's definitely not. It's not the second coming. No.
No, Halloween the original is a once in a lifetime.
Mm-hmm. That's like I called it a masterpiece, and I mean that. I'm like not everybody. I said not everybody would consider it a masterpiece, and not everybody has to like it, but it is in its own right a masterpiece, just like
It is a masterpiece, but you also have to kind of browbeat people over the head to the point where you go, there were a couple of films that came out before Halloween that kind of set the template for the slasher genre, and that is
a lot. Home for the holidays.
Well, no,
Huh?
you have to get Psycho and Black Christmas
Black Christmas, yeah. Those were the big ones. Yeah.
that really, set the template for what is the quote unquote slasher genre nowadays.
Hmm. Yeah. I agree. I agree. I would also put in a couple like smaller slashers in there. Like I throw in like Home for the Holidays. That was good. It didn't. Nobody caught on to it, but I really enjoyed that. And like Alice, Sweet Alice, and like I put like The Town That Dreaded Sundown.
Alice, Sweet Alice was a great movie. And,
I felt
and
love for
talk
that movie.
about it because they killed off Brooke Shields in the movie. Ooh.
Hey, Coffin, what's up, man? Here's one of the reasons I actually know that the concept works is Jason. I did a test as Halloween costume. That's okay. Okay, dude. I trust your judgment. You have really good. I don't agree with every idea you have, but dude, if you were given a chance to direct a Friday the 13th movie, I would take it because I would be happy because I would just want another movie, and it's like I would probably accept it either way, and I think you would do good. And Corey, I agree. If I do love that there are more Michael movies, but yeah, if they just went with the anthology, I think there would have been some cool ideas. John Carpenter and yeah,
there would have been I think there would have been some phenomenal ideas for anthologies.
If you kept like John Carpenter and Deborah Hill, definitely keep Deborah Hill because she's just as important as John Carpenter. If you kept those two together and doing their dynamic duo shit, they could have made a bunch of amazing stuff.
Totally agree.
Because look at what John Carpenter has done single-handedly on his own. He did a great psychological horror in the fucking Mouth of Madness. He did a great sci-fi action horror in They Live. Which is pretty deep on its own. You got a great monster movie in The Thing. It's like imagine him just doing that with Halloween.
And you can't forget Christine.
And I'm not the hugest fan of Christine, but I agree. It is iconic.
Yeah, John Carpenter is probably the one guy who did a Stephen King adaptation and got it right.
Mm-hmm. Misery, though.
Misery was phenomenal.
And Pet Sematary, but that's my favorite movie of all time.
So. I'm still a huge It fan, so
I like it. I like both versions equally.
I didn't care for It Chapter 2.
I didn't see It Chapter 2. I've only seen It Chapter 1, and I've seen the original It, which was my first horror film.
The original It with Tim Curry, to me, is iconic.
Yeah, man.
I liked It Chapter 1, but It Chapter 2 just sucked ass so badly.
I haven't seen it.
It was One, it was about an hour and a half too long.
Mm-hmm.
2, half of it was just all flashbacks.
True. They killed Brooke Shields in a Catholic church in the 70s. That was yeah. I remembered watching that movie. and I watched it with my brother, and he's a gore fan. He likes Rob Zombie Halloween better than the original. He has his reasons, but he's a good dude. He's a good dude, but yeah, he's not the biggest fan of like older like stuff like that, but he loved Alice Sweet Alice. He really enjoyed that movie.
Alice Sweet Alice is a great movie. It really is.
Yeah, man. And I'm glad. Spoiler alert for anybody in the chat who has not seen Alice Sweet Alice. Plug your ears and shit. I love that Alice isn't actually the killer, and it's the little midget woman. She's not a midget, but she's short. No offense to any little people. But yeah, I like that twist. And then in the end, you give Alice the knife, and it's like, oh shit, she might become the serial killer now. But then they just end it, and it's like, oh
yeah.
Like, I'm glad it's standalone, but I would have loved to see a sequel.
Which was kind of why I think Halloween 5 was so disappointing to so many people. In part, the way part 4 ended, they set it up for Jamie Lloyd to be the new evil.
Mm-hmm.
I think if they would have went with that in part 5, you would have had a much bigger turnout for Halloween 5 than what you got.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you there. I do. The Killer Kid thing is always been interesting to me. Like, I like Bad Seed, the original with the girl.
Mm-hmm.
And The Good Son, man. Macaulay Culkin was born to play sociopaths.
Because he is a sociopath, but
He kind of is.
he kind of is. If you actually break it down, he's kind of out there.
Yeah, him and
Good Son is underrated. Orphan to me is still one of the best like killer kid movies out there.
Oh, yeah. Dude, that was disturbing, man. And I did not see that twist coming. Like, Orphan was so well done.
When you find out she's not actually a child, she has dwarfism.
Yeah, she's like a 40-year-old woman. And the thing is, she has dwarfism, but she also has a thing where she like doesn't look like she ages either.
No,
like,
she doesn't. I've seen pictures of that girl today, and she still looks like she's young enough to play a sequel to Orphan.
Yeah, it's like creepy, man, because it's like even people with dwarfism, you can tell they're adults. Hers, it seemed like a regular child.
Yeah.
It's Jesus Christ. That was a good movie, though.
Yeah, it was. And if we're talking killer kids, you had to go Children of the Corn.
Oh, yes. I love that, and I love the remake. I do like the remake of, but I prefer. What?
Hey, Malachi's Outlander.
Yes.
We have your woman, Outlander.
It was fun, man. The original Children of the Corn is fun. And Linda Hamilton, you got her in there. It was a good movie. The only thing is, I did not like Malachi in the first one. I thought he was a little too silly. That's why I like the remake, because the remake got a better Malachi, But I like both of them. I think they both were good. And the original was a little better because it was a little more lighthearted. But the remake has good qualities as well.
I liked both, but I always kind of lean towards the original just because I thought it was more well-rounded.
Yeah, that's fair. I agree with that.
It gave me a little bit more of what I wanted in the adaptation because I'd read the book. So, there I was like, they didn't get it perfect, but they got a lot of the elements down.
True. That is true. I think both of them are pretty close adaptations to the book in their own way.
Yeah. Each one has their own things that they took from the book and applied it to their movie.
Yeah. I would be down. Like, what if you did this? What if you split the Halloween franchise? I don't know how this would work, but have Michael keep going, but then also have maybe like a Halloween spin-off series that follows Halloween 3. Maybe like call it like the Season of the Witch franchise, and like have it be like the Halloween anthology.
I'm going to say this right here, right now. In the next Halloween movie, they do not kill off a Strode woman, that franchise is doomed.
They do that kill off a Strode, and it's probably save Lori to ends. I would say that.
I was gonna say kill off the granddaughter's mom because she's useless.
Yeah, that's true. No one cares about her.
I'm sure Judy Greer is a fine actress, but if you go back and you watch 2018, with the exception of when she tricks Michael, she's dead space.
Mm-hmm. That is true. I was like, kill her off, and then maybe Halloween ends with like, you can make a couple other Myers movies after that if you want, but I think it should end maybe go the Halloween 2 route and have like Laurie die, kind of killing Michael, supposedly killing Michael. Probably not in a fire because they've done that way too much, but have something like that where they both die.
I think it would be epic for Halloween ends. Let's say you kill off Judy Greer. That's when you bring Danielle Harris in and go, well, you're not alone because you have a sister.
Yeah, I really want Danielle Harris to come back as Jamie, and kind of like it would be interesting because we never got to see grown up Jamie, but I would like her to play her like an older version of Annie from the Rob Zombie movies because she played Annie really good in those. I really liked Annie's character. She was like the only nice one.
I will give you that. She was the standout in the Rob Zombie movies.
Yeah, she was the only one that wasn't like raunchy or dirty. Like in the first one she was a little bit, but by the second one she was actually the only one that wasn't like, Rob Zombie-fied, so to speak. Which I like. Yeah.
No, go ahead.
I said I like the first one. I don't like the second one, but I do like that element of it, like Annie and the sheriff.
I did not like the first one.
Oh, you did?
That whole opening scene killed that movie. I'm sorry, but and again, William Forsythe is a great actor, but the daughter's got a cute little cum dumpster. Talking about his stepdaughter's ass.
Yeah. Then you have the infamous like I'm gonna crawl over there and skull fuck you scene.
Yeah.
In front of a baby. Like, Jesus Christ, man. I get it. He's bad. We should want him dead. I get it. Like, do we really gotta do all that though?
But then, and it's not just that scene though. The first time you see Michael kill somebody, it's so drawn out and so, just the kid's a douchebag. And he deserves to die. But goddamn, as long as that scene goes on, it's just You know, we don't need Michael's backstory.
Yeah, I like it. I do. I do think that it's cool. It's cool. It did its own thing, and I do like it for. You know, I thought it was decently done. It's not my favorite, but I still like it. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
You know,
I-
as Dr. Loomis said it, Michael was pure and utterly evil. That's all I need.
Yeah.
That is all the explanation I need. Michael's actions proved that in the opening scene of the first movie, when he just, at 6 years old, he picks up a butcher knife and hacks his sister to a million pieces.
Yeah, man.
Dude, Michael's evil. Gotcha. Sold.
Yeah.
And then, but then again, another reason where complaint I have with the Rob Zombie Halloween's movies is Malcolm McDowell as Dr. Loomis.
I thought he did good in the first one. That's the second one. He ruined it. He ruined it.
Yeah, in the sequel, he really just shit all over Dr. Loomis. I'm sorry, there's no other way to say it.
Yeah, it's not his fault. Like, obviously, it was the writer, so obviously it was Zombie's fault. But still, it's like that was awful. That's why I hate Halloween 2. I would like it if it wasn't for the whole Loomis thing. That's literally where I'm like,
I still like Halloween 2 because of the interaction between Laurie and Annie.
that's the only redeeming quality, man. Is Laurie, Annie, Sheriff Brackett,
and Brad Dourif as Sheriff Brackett really shines in that role.
Mm-hmm. And I'll bring up something controversial. I like the Laurie losing her shit thing and seeing the white horse, and I thought that was cool. Like, she slowly becoming Michael. I like that. I love that scene where she's on the ground and she's like, "He's holding me down," and it's like she's like losing her shit. I'm like, this is good. But then you have Loomis being a total prick the whole movie, and I'm like, no, Loomis.
Well, here's where I agree with you on the Laurie thing. Okay, she stayed fairly sane through the events of the first Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Then to have Michael come back and target her again, kill her best friend, and kill Dr. Loomis. Yeah, so the human psyche can only take so much. And to be that young, what, 16, 17, 18 in that age? Or however old they're supposed to be in that movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They say that in 2018?
Yeah.
That's Danny McBride that did that shit. That's a Danny McBride line right there.
Yeah.
I did not realize that.
When Judy Greer's husband is sitting there making the mousetraps, he's all, "I got peanut butter on my penis." Dude, we don't need to see that shit.
Like, wait, her husband said that, or?
Mm-hmm.
I only seen the movie once, so it's like it's been a long.
Then is the one who says, "I got the." It's Judy's, whatever her name is in the movie. Her husband goes, because one of the mousetraps accidentally goes off and it gets all over the front of his pants. He's like, "Ew, I got peanut butter on my penis." It's like, dude.
I totally forgot about that character. I really don't care about him. I forgot about his.
Nobody cares about him because nobody thinks about Adam after they realize he's missing.
Yeah, it's like the mother is like an after spot too until she comes back in the end and like tricks Michael. That's about it. It's like everybody. It's like really about the daughter and Laurie and that weird, creepy, evil Loomis. Well, not Loomis, the evil psychiatrist.
Dr. Sartain.
Yeah.
Now, see, his character I like, but I didn't like at the same time. You know,
I just
they tried to make him Dr. Loomis,
I didn't like that, but I like that he was evil.
but
I like that
I
twist.
like the fact that whereas Loomis wanted to keep Michael locked up, Sartain wanted to see Michael on a rampage.
Yeah, the thing is I like it because Loomis was always a little unhinged. Anyways, he wasn't like in the second one. He's running around shooting people in the street that just kind of look like him. If you look at the kid he shoots in the middle of the street, his hair's yellow while the hair on the mask of the Michael is darker, and Loomis just shoots at him in the middle of the street and like kind of accidentally murders him, and it's like, yeah, Loomis is fucking crazy, but he was always a good guy, like kind of crazy. He was doing it to stop the ultimate evil. You know.
Yeah.
And then you have this guy who is like the total opposite.
Mm-hmm. Whereas Dr. Loomis fought to keep the evil locked up, this guy sets it loose on the world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get that, June. That's more for like a B movie. That would fit more like in like a Sleepaway Camp or something, you know? Even Sleepaway Camp has better lines than that.
Yeah, I was supposed to say, even Sleepaway Camp didn't have peanut butter on my penis.
No.
It just showed you that the girl had a penis at the end of the movie.
Yeah. And it wasn't covered in peanut butter, you know?
No. Which is still one of the most iconic, reveals to this day in horror movies.
Yes. They were representing transgender people before it was a thing. And yes, I know that transgenders probably shouldn't be represented as serial killers, but that's where they got all their love. Like look at horror. They had freaks. You had freaks with all the disabled people. You had Candyman and Sugar Hill. It's like that's where these people were getting all their representation, were the horror films. Psycho.
Yep.
It's like that's where all these...
If you meet Felissa Rose, she's completely opposite of Angela.
Yeah.
I cannot say it enough. That is the sweetest woman on the planet.
Mm-hmm. I like Pamela Springsteen, but since Felissa Rose is older now, it would be cool to see her come back and play that version of Angela, the fun one.
She did Sleepaway Camp, The Return or The Reunion or some shit like that, where she played Angela.
I did not see that, but that's cool.
I'm not sure what. I know Sleepaway Camp does something. It was either The Return or The Reunion or something.
Or it was like Return to Sleepaway Camp, because there's Sleepaway Camp 1, 2, and 3, which I haven't seen anything past 2. But then I know there's like the 4th one is Return to Sleepaway Camp, because there is another 4, but it's not even a full movie, so it doesn't even count. For sure, I don't know, man. But yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah. Sleepaway Camp Reunion, that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a Return to Sleepaway Camp.
That's a different one. There's 5 of them.
There's, from what I'm seeing, there's 6.
Yeah, well, there's Sleepaway Camp 4, but that's not a full movie. They remastered it, but I don't think it's still a full movie.
Well, from what I'm looking at here, there's Sleepaway Camp, and Sleepaway Camp 2, Unhappy Campers, Sleepaway Camp 3, Teenage Wasteland.
Yep. I've heard of that.
Sleepaway Camp Reunion. Then there's Return to Sleepaway Camp.
And
then there's Sleepaway Camp, The Survivor.
Oh, aren't Reunion and Survivor documentaries though? Or
that I don't know, because I've never seen anything past 3.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything past 2, so I don't know either. But I would have to check them out. Dude, Christopher Lee, I don't know. Donald Pleasance totally became that role, so it's hard to see anybody else.
Don't get me wrong. Christopher Lee is probably the most iconic name in horror,
Hmm.
but I just cannot see him as Dr. Loomis.
Yeah, man. Walter Matthau too. He's good, but it's like, yeah, man.
I always see Walter Matthau as the grumpy old man,
Hmm.
and which I love that. I love those movies.
Thanks, Corey. We will. Steve, that's interesting. I don't know, but that is interesting. Stephen Ogg, man, fucking Simon, and Trevor, of course, but I know more as Simon. He was the dude from The Walking Dead. He was like Negan's right hand man until
Yeah.
he started getting greedy and shit. I don't know. It could work. That's an interesting choice.
Hell, if you want to make Jason huge, just get the Mountain from Game of Thrones.
Oh shit. I don't know about that, but it would be cool. I love the mountain. His name's like Thor. Huh?
Or get the Hound.
Oh yes, I would actually be more for the Hound. I think the Hound is about he's not as big, so it's like and I think he could do the physical acting because he's done it before with comedy and in Game of Thrones. Not saying that the other dude couldn't, but it's just I think the Hound would be I think he would suit Jason better.
Yeah, I mean, it would be hard for the Mountain, but I think the Hound would be really fucking good.
Yeah. Especially since, he killed it, man. He can do silent. I'm pretty sure he could do like the physical acting because we've seen it in Game of Thrones. He's had those subtle moments, and plus he's done comedy, man. He's got range.
Yeah.
That's yeah. I see where you're coming from with that, but yeah, man, the Mountain would be dope, but I get it. It's like who would make more movies and stuff. I understand that because we are dealing with a franchise.
The question is, could the Mountain, get the movement right for Jason and not just be this big lumbering,
Mm-hmm.
gigantic lummox. Because you don't want Jason to be super fast, but you don't want him to be so slow that your victims are going to be 3 miles away before Jason ever catches up to him.
Yeah, the thing about the Mountain is the Franken Mountain was pretty good. Like,
yeah,
maybe he could do like a mix of Franken Mountain, but put a little bit more pip in his step.
Yeah,
because he killed that shit when he came back as Franken Mountain. I think that was like my favorite form of the Mountain.
I have to agree.
Yeah.
But
Dude, if you could pull it off, if you can make the Mountain Jason, I'd give it to you. You know, I give you props.
yeah, like I said, how long could the Mountain keep up a chasing for? Is the question.
Yeah.
You don't want
You
if you because one thing about Friday the 13th movies is their chasings always last 10 to 15 minutes. So, are you going to be able to get 10 to 15 minutes per chasing out of the Mountain over the Hound?
Yeah, fair enough, man. That's a good point. Oh yeah, I'll put up this comment because this is his idea. I'm not the biggest fan of this idea for the new Jason, but it's like at this point I'll take anything I can get. So he wants the have the dad come back, but have him be like the devil or like the demon prince. Like I was iffy about it too, but it's like at this point I'll take anything to get Jason back. As long as Jason isn't a worm climbing up women's vaginas that are related to him, you know, I'm cool.
That's something I never needed to see.
Yeah, dude. Nobody talks about that when they talk about that movie. Nobody talks about that scene. It's like, come on. It's like even when you're defending the movie and then they're like, why don't you like that movie? That's the scene I go to. It's like, you know, that you can't argue with that. And
That scene right there is why I don't like that movie.
mhm. And if you like the movie, it's fine. Like I don't care. It's just if you're gonna ask me why I don't like it, that's what I'm gonna say. Like
I don't like anything after how Friday the 13th Part 7.
oh, I like Manhattan. I like X. You know.
I don't like Manhattan. I don't like X. I don't like Jason Goes to Hell. I do like the remake.
That's just the best.
Yeah, the remakes.
Saw Takes Manhattan in the theater, and my ass has regretted it ever since.
Would that make Freddy Legion for he? I don't know, man. Like that.
Well, that's a good question because he's the Reaper of Souls, so to speak.
He is, man. They're literally inside of him. Freddy Krueger.
But would that make him, in biblical terms, Legion? Because
Well, that's
they
only if we're going with Junebug's script.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I said that's only if we're going with Junebug's script because he's like making Elias the Prince of Hell and shit.
But you know, I don't think you can sit there and say Freddy would be Legion because even though they've done more of that story than Friday the 13th has, you know, where the nun was raped.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't want, you know, Rosemary's Baby, Jason. I don't need it. Don't want it.
I'm not sure.
You haven't seen her, baby?
No. I gotta watch it.
You do. Good.
I know.
My
I
bad,
think
Mark.
they didn't watch Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah, my mom said that. You have permission to yell at her.
Mrs. Trinity, you gotta watch Rosemary's Baby. It's a classic.
Well, I used to watch whatever happened to Baby Jane, and I haven't seen I have never seen fucking what's the other one?
I don't know.
I
I didn't watch the sequels.
What?
what's the Baby Jane and there's the other one with
Whatever happened to Rosemary's Baby? That's a thing.
but
It is.
I'm pretty sure.
I thought Rosemary's Baby was a standalone.
No, there was some sequels.
no, whatever happened to Baby Jane with Betty Davis and the other Betty Davis movie. Called
I don't know. Don't have a breakdown. You got this.
It's okay. I wasn't actually insisting she has to watch it.
Oh no. She knows that. She knows that. No, we're all
oh
good.
shit, there's a cat here.
Yeah, there's a cat there. Don't sit on the cat.
I didn't know
It's-
whatever happened to Baby Jane was a sequel to Rosemary's Baby though.
Is it? I thought there was whatever. I thought it was like whatever happened to Rosemary's Baby. I thought that was the sequel. I don't know, man. There's
I heard your mom say so. No, as far as I know, Rosemary's Baby is a standalone. There weren't.
Yeah, no. I'm just talking about another movie.
yeah.
Now there was The Omen, and it did have sequels.
hmm Yeah, I don't know. I would have to. I'm pretty sure Rosemary Baby does have a sequel, but I forget what it is. But
No, they did a TV. They did a Rosemary's Baby TV series. I think that's what your mom.
that might. Yeah, that might be what I'm thinking of.
Because it was they did it with Zoe Saldana.
hmm Yeah, and I gotta see that. That sounds interesting. They did a
It was alright.
Rosemary.
Oh, has anybody ever seen It's Alive? The original?
That
It's
What
Alive.
was that?
she's asking if anybody's ever seen It's Alive. I actually haven't seen the Killer Baby movie yet.
Oh,
Which one? 1, 2, or 3?
the original It's Alive.
The first one.
I've seen the whole series.
Yeah, he's seen them all.
Because, yeah, after you get over the first one, it kind of gets ridiculous. But
Mhm.
the first one is great.
Same thing with Basket Case.
Yeah, yes. I've only seen the first Basket Case.
There's
I
3.
don't like the sequels too much. I know there's very I will watch them eventually. I will watch them all. And I will watch Frankenhooker and the Bad Seed and stuff.
Frankenhooker is just cheesy goodness. You gotta watch that movie. You'll die laughing.
I want to see like he did Bad Biology with the killer penis. Like it's a killer penis. I gotta see the movie. Huh?
I will never watch Chief.
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys watch those.
I haven't watched Chief yet, but I heard it's good.
Will not watch it.
It's not hurting you. You're the one attacking us.
I know, but it's bad.
Yeah. But yeah, June, that's not a bad idea. I would love Creighton Duke to come back and actually do something because he didn't do anything in Jason Goes to Hell.
The hell, yeah, that was stupid.
He was cool, and they like, oh, there's this badass character, and then he doesn't do shit and he dies. It's like,
Yeah.
why?
Speaking of movies that you know how we talked about underrated movies that nobody talks about. I rewatched one that I hadn't seen in forever, and nobody ever talks about this movie.
What's up?
Wes Craven's Shocker.
Dude, Shocker is the shit, man, where the guy gets electrocuted
Oh,
and he
yes.
becomes electrical.
Mm-hmm.
That's the shit.
I love that fucking movie.
Yeah, you don't fuck with Shocker, man. That and the Trick or Treat with Sammy Kerr. He comes through the fucking radio and shit.
Trick or Treat was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah. There's there's like 4 different trick or treats, and there's one with like a rock band dude, and he dies.
And then the kid goes and gets the last listening to it backward, brings him back to life.
Yeah, he plays his record backwards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that used to be a big bet.
Mm-hmm.
That if you played the music backwards, it was
Right.
I always tried to do that.
But that's not to be confused with Trick or Treat, which is the anthology movie, which is also great.
Yeah, that I prefer
Yeah, that one with
Anna Paquin.
Yeah,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You got it right.
I just love the little character of Sam. He was phenomenal.
Oh yes. My favorite segment is a mix between the werewolf one and then the segment with the ghost kids. I really like.
I would have to put the Ghost Kids as my favorite, and then Riding Hood scene.
How like that guy was pretending to be a vampire and they were like real werewolves.
Yeah. Dude, that segment seemed made for me, man. Because it's like I used as a kid, and I seen it when I was still kind of young. I had a crush on Anna Paquin from like Rogue from X-Men. So, and I'm a big fan of Red Riding Hood and werewolves. To see that like Anna Paquin dressed up as Red Riding Hood and being a werewolf eating a dude was like the shit.
Yeah.
It was like they knew.
She was an X-Men?
Yeah, she was Rogue in the original X-Men movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That just pretty much knew her from True Blood.
Right. Yeah. No, she did Rogue before True Blood, which was funny because she's like, yeah, as the superhero, I didn't really do shit, but then they make me the blonde waitress and I'm kicking everybody's ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never. Anna Paquin's character wasn't my favorite character in True Blood anyway.
I liked her in True Blood, and I liked her as Rogue.
I loved her in True Blood, man.
Yeah, but I
her,
can see why. Yeah,
I liked her better as Rogue than I did Suki.
fair enough. I will say her as Rogue. Yes, she wasn't the Rogue from the comics, but I think I still like that version of Rogue. I get it. I get the whole I'm nervous. I see this as a curse more than a gift. I really enjoyed that, especially since she didn't have the Miss Marvel powers. She only had the touching people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The character that got the best lines in True Blood was Lafayette.
Yes. Nelson Ellis, man. R.I.P.
That guy had the best lines ever.
I do love Jason though. Yeah.
What?
Oh, you go, Mark.
I was gonna say that whole scene about the egg burger was fucking priceless.
Yeah, man. Though I do love Jason in season 2 when he's in the car with Andy, and he's like, so if like Sam turned into a chicken and laid an egg, and then turned back into a human and ate the egg, like would that be like cannibalism or something? Or if he like turned into a dog and fucked the other dog, would that be bestiality? It's like I was like,
some good stuff in but I won't deny that.
yeah, that's some funny shit. Like that was like some of my favorite lines was when he's in that car just like talking to the cop.
and shit.
June, I respect. I don't like Roman Polanski as a director or as a human,
But that was a
but
good movie.
Rose Baby is a good movie.
Pedophile, isn't
Yeah, I separate the art from the artist. I don't.
Exactly.
I don't know how long Polanski became a fucking his wife murdered and his baby.
I don't know. Like maybe he always was one. I don't. I. This is. Yeah.
Like literally Sharon. What's her name? Sharon Tate.
Yeah. Sharon Tate.
Yeah.
Yeah. I read her.
Baby, man.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. I rather not discuss that though. Like I don't want to know how or why he was a pedophile. The point is he was a pedophile and he's a piece of shit for it. You know.
I don't even think he gives a fuck. I don't think he cares.
He probably didn't. But no, the point is not about Roman Polanski. We all know he's a piece of shit. The point is that Rosemary's Baby is a good movie, and I can see like I like Smallville, and you had the fucking chick on there that was like selling kids in the sex slavery. I like
Terry Hatcher.
Allison Mack.
Uh,
She was the chick that played Chloe.
Never really watched a whole lot of Smallville. I couldn't get into it.
Fair enough. I love how comic booky it was. It was like comic book mixed with like teenage drama.
Oh, plus the guy on it.
Well, that's obviously not why I watched, but
Oh, the girl.
good point. Yeah, she was. Fair enough. Blah blah. It Lives is better. What is It Lives? The sequel to It's Alive?
Yeah. It goes. It's Alive, then it lives, and then It's Alive 3: Island of the Alive.
Yeah, that's the one where they have giant babies on the island. And
What the
it looks
fuck?
ridiculous.
That sounds awesome.
The first one was the best.
It probably was, but that still sounds awesome.
It's cheesy, but it's funny as hell. If you like
I bet
basketball,
so.
you will like It's Alive.
Hey, Alex. Okay. Yeah, Dead Alive, Brain Dead. Yes. I'm not a huge fan of zombie movies, but I did like that one. That's a great. Dead Alive is amazing. Do you think it's the goriest movie ever made?
It's Alive?
No, that Dead Alive.
No.
What do you think would top Dead Alive?
Probably Cannibal Holocaust or Green Inferno.
Fair enough.
Green Inferno.
I haven't seen it yet, but
You have not seen Green Inferno?
I've seen scenes. I know what happens. I've seen the scene where they bring her like dead friend and then she kills herself. Like, cause she's like eating her dead friend and she's like a vegan.
You're missing the whole part where they fucking kill the fat dude and roast him.
Oh, dude, I haven't seen that part. I gotta watch the movie in full. I love Cannibal Holocaust though. That's a good movie.
The reason why I watched Green Inferno was because my friend told me that when the cannibals were eating this guy's legs, she had a strange feeling.
What the fuck? How you doing, Alex? How about Dreamscape? I don't think I've seen that one.
Dreamscape is great, but it's not. It's not gory. It's same thing with Brain Scan.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this
Brain-
is a good question. Oh, what? Oh, go ahead about Brain Scan before we get into this.
Brain Scan is a great slasher movie, but I don't consider it a gory slasher movie. Ozzy are more
man.
a version of the Hellraiser theme. I gotta go Motorhead.
Probably. I love Ozzy, but yeah, probably Motorhead.
I love Ozzy too, but Lemmy was fucking a rock god. Not saying that Ozzy isn't, but
Mm-hmm. Hellraiser. Yeah, man.
I've always loved Motorhead.
Nowadays they have to call it Trick or Treat. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, it is.
Dude, Hugh Jackman in Friday for I don't know, but he might be too big, but I would see him as a cameo. I think he could work.
I could see him as a camp counselor.
Yeah, man. I would love to see like Hugh Jackman get Wolverine versus Jason, man.
You know who else
I don't think Hugh Jackman is tall enough to play Jason, but he could definitely play one of the camp counselors.
Yeah, I meant like versus Jason. I mean as Jason.
Oh yeah, Wolverine versus Jason. Jason would lose. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Wolverine's pretty much is indestructible as Jason is.
Yeah, it would be better to see Wolverine versus Victor Crowley.
Again, I think Victor Crowley would lose because of
But he can't die.
Wolverine. Yeah, but remember Wolverine's X-Men mutant ability.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, they don't have the generation.
They had no way of telling how old Wolverine was because of his X gene.
That is true.
So it would actually get boring.
I guess it would after a while.
You got two people that
You know, technically, they pretty much said that Wolverine could be the Duncan MacLeod of X-Men.
Mm-hmm. I get, yeah, June, I understand your thing. I just, I don't think art should be condemned. Like, I won't, the one I'm like, won't watch is Clown House because, like, that kid was actually being actively molested here in Clown House. Like, he was actively, that was actively happening, so I probably won't watch that one. But, the thing is, I'll separate the art, and I respect your point. I totally get it, but I can separate it because how many cases on other movies that we probably don't know that is happening. There's probably some beloved movies out there that we love that something horrible happened on that we will never know. I still love Beetlejuice, and there was that fucker was in there. He was a pedo. The dad from Beetlejuice, and he also played the guy from Ferris Bueller.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that fuck.
I thought you were gonna say Michael Zoom.
No, Michael Keaton. No. Okay, but no, I like Jeepers Creepers, but yeah, June, I respect your point, and yeah. Okay, Monchichi counters for Dead Alive being the goriest movie with the lawnmower scene.
Okay, so the guy takes a lawnmower and hacks up a bunch of dead zombies.
That is a lot of blood, though. There's like so much blood and gore in that movie.
How about Motel Hell?
I would still put Cannibal Holocaust above it because
it's more real.
Cannibal Holocaust is a little bit more realistic.
Okay, so you're going off of. I got you. I got you where you're coming from. I don't know. I like. I don't know where I would put. I'd say that like you said. I would say Cannibal Holocaust has more real gore, but Dead Alive has more like more fluids everywhere. Just it's so sticky looking, you know.
Yeah, in one point where the guy is just running in a place and he's not going anywhere because all the blood's on the floor.
Yeah,
Oh, Motel Hell.
I've never seen Motel Hell.
How have you not seen Motel Hell?
How have you not seen Rosemary's Baby?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Sounds like you put into a movie night.
What? What, Mark?
It says sounds like you both need to do a movie.
Yeah.
I watched
We watched
Motel-
Halloween 3 earlier.
You know, one night watch Motel Hell, the other night watch Rosemary.
Yeah. That's not a bad idea.
We should.
hmm Yeah. Sean Connery as Elias Voorhees.
I didn't want to. Oh my god.
Sean Connery is too old to be in any movie nowadays. He's like 90 years old.
True.
It's not
He's still alive.
Rosemary. Charlotte or something like that. The one where the baby has blood.
Grace?
Grace. Yes. We have to see that one.
Okay, I haven't seen that either.
Grace is a fucking phenomenal movie.
Wait, did you say it's bad or is it good?
It's great.
Oh, I gotta see it then. I'll check it out.
Yeah, I hit it right on the head when I said Sean Connery was 90.
Oh shit. That's yeah.
I don't know how much of him you're gonna get to do, chase around and kill anybody at 90 years old.
Hugh Jackman is Tommy Jarvis. I don't know. It might work. I don't know. It could be interesting.
It could be because Hugh is built enough to be Tommy Jarvis size.
The thing is, we also need someone that we can believe is like the same Tommy Jarvis from Part 6 and shit. But I think he could do it. Like, I do think he could do it. I'm catching up, Monchiji. Don't worry. I will be caught up. Watch this shit. Hugh Jackman is 6'3". Well, there's a way to get Sean Connery.
As far as Lon Chaney and the Wolfman, that whole movie worked because of Lon Chaney.
Oh, there's a movie called Spider Baby. My bad. I thought he was talking. Yeah. No, we're talking about Lon Chaney Jr. Yeah.
Lon Chaney was actually
Yeah, and the Phantom of the Opera. Yeah. I didn't realize Spider Baby was an actual movie. I thought you were talking about that weird baby thing from Dead Alive.
No, there's an actual movie called Spider Baby with Lon Chaney Jr. in it, and this girl goes on this whole diatribe about the Wolfman, and you could just see Lon Chaney like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
I gotta see that now. I gotta see that.
It's one of those looks like, "Hello, I played the Wolfman."
Yeah, it's like, dude, I lived that shit. It would be interesting to see Sean Connery, but would his grandson want to act though? That's the question. Oh, I gotta see this movie now. Lon Chaney Jr. and Sid Haig.
Mm-hmm.
What? Is it eggs on it?
Yeah, and
Hmm?
Spider Baby apparently.
No shit.
And that's another one we gotta see now, right?
I was just remembering this movie from the past.
What?
I can't remember the name of it, but it had snakes in it, and like this guy, it was like this giant snake, like, and the guy got scared and he killed it, and so the lady, like when he was taking a shower, put a bunch of little fucking like rattlesnakes in the shower and shit, and they bit him and killed him.
It
Oh,
sounds
man,
like
the movie.
it sounds like, but it's not Sis. Because Sis was about a professor who was turning snakes into people, like people snakes, and then
Oh
he had like he put a snake in the dude's shower while he was showering because the dude like went after his daughter.
yeah. Remember the name of the movie?
Oh, it's Sid Haig's first role.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Oh, his grandson is acting now. Okay, that's cool. Sean Connery. Yeah, man. We've been going for like 3 hours, so I think if you guys are cool with it, I think I'm gonna end it here.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, if everybody's all right with that. But thank you everybody for coming in. This was fun. Thank you, Mark. You were a pleasant surprise.
No problem.
Yeah, this was fun. Thank you, Mom, for butting in.
Your mom.
You made good conversation. No, it was fun.
It was.
You're-
It was.
But you guys have a good night. Stay frosty. This is Trenchy signing off. Beep up boop.